Okay. So, I've never... Pardon me. Sorry, I just got back from lunch. I've never played this. I've seen reviews of it. And they were good reviews. And it got me intrigued. And someone else got this for me. And now, finally dusting it off, and I want to see what it's all about. Okay. 100 years without murder, 100 years without demonic possession, then this. I'm Sister Ada, exorcist and investigator. This is my testament to the massacre at St. Walpurgis Abbey. It is truth. Do not believe the lies of my accusers.
Sister Ada, welcome. I am Virgil, Chief Inquisitor at St. Walpurgis Abbey. We may be in need of your talents as an exorcist. You can survey the evidence yourself, but I think you will agree.
Has there truly been a murder?
It seems so. A respected priestess, Mother Miriam, passed this morning under suspicious circumstances. A demon may be present. Here, even now, possessing someone.
What happened, exactly?
Mother Miriam was only recently appointed as successor to Abbot Gregory. This morning, she came to the workshop to receive her coronet of office.
Something went wrong with the installation.
Yes, to put it mildly, the coronet oversurged, killing Mother Miriam. Brace yourself for the sight.
Then, the workshop operators, Gideon and Reuben, are the prime suspects. They are brothers, right?
Yes, but it's highly out of character for Gideon or Reuben to kill someone.
Unless they're possessed.
Even so, they were the only ones present when Mother Miriam died.
Daemons nurture our sinful desires into unthinkable actions, Virgil. One of the brothers has surely been seduced by a daemon. Whichever it is, I will unmask his lies and cast out the daemon within him.
May Ain Soph's will be done. Amen.
To exorcise a daemon, we must uncover 4 things.
Okay.
First, the suspect. We must identify which sinner is possessed by a daemon. Second, the opportunity. When exactly was the murder committed? We can pinpoint the opportunity by analyzing each suspect's testimonies. Third, the means by which the murder has been committed. The means can be found among the physical evidence at the scene of the incident. Fourth, the motive of the murderer, which can be found in their inner world, their sanctum.
I'm gonna have to explain that one.
The motive will tell us which daemon possesses the sinner.
Very well. Let us begin our holy work.
Okay. Might just turn the music up a little bit. Okay. Alright, newly appointed voice of Ain Soph. It was scheduled to receive an ether cornet implant at the workshop. It's very cyberpunky.
This is madness! I will not suffer this injustice! I am Gideon the Grand, the greatest cybernetician of our generation. I am blessed. I don't know what went wrong this morning. My hands are guided by the divine.
I see only gaudy trinkets here. Mother Miriam died by your hands. Is that not so?
No, why would I want to harm her? Mother Miriam was my patron. She loved me like a son. I did nothing wrong. The consecration chamber must have been compromised. Sister Ada is here to seek the truth, Gideon. You have nothing to fear if you are innocent. True. Please hear Gideon's testimony, Sister Ada, and judge yourself if he speaks true. Testimony of the suspect is divided into events. You can access detailed descriptions of events by hovering over them. You can manipulate the timeline maker to navigate any moment in the testimony. Let's see what Gideon has to say.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times before, so I was confident.
Okay. He's also got like a cone of vision. There's his brother.
To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber. Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplifier.
Wait a second.
To prepare, Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration.
Gideon does not remember Reuben being present while greeting Mother Miriam.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony.
You should remember that I can ask a suspect about any statement in his testimony. Were you alone when greeting Mother Miriam? Yes, he insists that he was alone. This might be a contradiction. Let's finish the rest of the ceremony.
To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber.
And yet...
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head.
Hang on. But how did you know that... Okay. Yeah, what exactly did you modify? I've got my Ace Attorney brain now clicking, except all the buttons are in the wrong place. I modified the amplifier to its maximum setting. To do so, I had to temporarily remove the limiter. I made sure to replace it before taking it to the chamber. J'accuse. Okay. Okay.
We began by closing our eyes and praying together to Ain Soph. I thought I heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
You heard the door open. Perhaps I think I also heard the footsteps. It's faint, vague memory, but not to mention it's impossible. Mother Miriam can't open the door from within. Reuben was probably working away on some new device or another. Doesn't have a huge respect for his brother.
Then I activated the consecration chamber and began the ceremony itself. The aether output was within safe ranges.
Ask about that. Let me be so certain the ceremony was safe, so I performed this many times. Overconfidence is a cruel and insidious killer. Oh, damn. Then it happened. Mother Miriam was killed, but it's impossible. I've done everything under control. I had everything under control. Alright.
An exorcist? Surely there are no demons here, though. This was an accident, wasn't it? If Gideon is possessed, that would mean he did it on purpose. Horrible.
You must be the elder brother.
Yes, my name is Ruben Garamond. I am responsible for the engineering and design of our implants.
How did Mother Miriam die, exactly?
It was a completely preventable accident.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Miriam died because Gideon deliberately flouted the ceremonial guidelines for his own glory.
You'll need to explain that one.
Gideon may be my flesh and blood, but he must take responsibility for his negligence.
Let's hear what Ruben has to say. Keep in mind that Ruben's testimony may differ greatly from Gideon's version of events. If an event is corroborated by another suspect ceremony, it will be marked as verified on the timeline. Alright.
Mother Miriam came to us to receive a consecration ceremony, but she wanted something extravagant. Gideon suggested setting the coronet to have maximum ether output. I warned him that doing so is highly dangerous.
Oh, can't pause it? Oh, no, okay, we'll have to run through it once. Because he didn't even say anything about his brother then.
Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway. Since he was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
Oh, no. Okay. Let's move ahead to the next section. Try and stop the ceremony. No, but we have a contradiction here. Ah!
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. I begged Gideon to stop, but he didn't listen.
No, I want to...
Gideon suggested setting the coronet to have...
Gideon didn't mention me being there. Typical. Okay. Didn't heed your warning, why not? Even believe this so-called genius makes him impervious to danger. Not ordinary remember I failed, but not Gideon. Grand.
Mother Miriam came to...
You and Gideon greeted me with Miriam together. That's right. Features of his sister being present. Okay.
Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway.
Gideon did not order me. I chose to help out. Oh, he chose to help out by opening the chamber door for Mother Miriam. Okay. Still Gideon prayed before the ceremony began. He did not. He did that right at least. Okay. The aid that output most certainly not safe for ages. He's lying.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber...
Why did you have to stop, ask Gideon to stop? Why not force him? Couldn't you open the chamber or push Gideon aside? Something would have been more dangerous. Had I opened the chamber, the energy would have been let loose into the workshop. I pushed Gideon away. No one could have been controlling the energy gathering in the chamber. That would have been a great catastrophe.
Gideon convinced her to...
Did that alone. Okay, but he mentioned that the door was opened and closed. I want to know about that. What are you working on? I was restoring a ceremonial spear for tonight's mass. It's a magnificent relic. I think Abbot Grover would be pleased with the result.
Then the unthinkable happened. Mother Miriam was killed. This was no accident. It's all Gideon's fault.
What can you do to stop this tragedy? He seems surprisingly calm for someone who's like accusing his brother. Now that I've heard the testimony of each subject, let's think carefully. There's only one truth to the chain of events of this morning, and I doubt that either brother has told us to us. It must rely on Ain Soph's greatest gifts to us, our minds. There are 3 ways we should consider what we've discovered. First way is deduction. Since there can only be one truth if 2 things don't align, one or both of them are false. If Gideon and Reuben do not agree on something, someone is lying. Or if what they say doesn't match the evidence I find, that they must be lying. Second is induction. I should base my theory based on what I discover. If my theory does not align with any of the testimonies or evidence that I find, then I should discard it. If 2 theories are possible, then I should prefer the one that has more information that supports it. That said, induction alone is not enough. Finally, abduction. I must hypothesize what could have happened, filling the gaps in information with my imagination. This is the fastest and most powerful way of thinking, but also the most fraught. I should engage in each of the 3 ways in order to uncover the truth. Okay. Now let's have a look at the crime scene. Look at this. A valuable piece of physical evidence. New entry has been added to your evidence panel, which should be found on the lower left of your display. Access detailed information. Present them to the suspects in order to discover any contradictions. Okay. The component is required to safely install the coronet without causing an 8th oversearch. New piece of evidence, let's examine it now. Okay. I'll go there last because it's the most messy. Let's see what Reuben was working on. Blueprints. Stretching the internet. Purpose of the device seems to be to amplify their user's ether output. Components are amplifying, casing, and limiter. Ah, okay. Here's the spear he was working on. What's that? The devil's herb. I should dispose of any that I find. Oh, Reuben on the wacky tobacco again. Use to activate and control consecration chamber usage records showed that the ether output during the ceremony was well beyond safe reaches. Okie dokie. Is only performed from the outside. It was opened twice this morning. Okay, so once for the performance and once now. Jesus. No. The body's completely unharmed, but her head has exploded into a mess of blood and bone fragments. Parts of the amplifier component and bits of the casing have survived the explosion. Is there anything else? I think so. Found it in assassin no wonder current exploded. Couldn't to replace it after just adjusting the coronet's amplification. The consecration chamber is sealed during the ceremony for disruption. Was it enough this time? The unions was built according to these exact specifications. If Gideon performed the ceremony correctly, the coronet would have been safe to install. This is what I was working on during the ceremony. Asked me to help restore the relic. Is a scholar of demons and arthritic technologies. He's made truly remarkable discoveries in his theoretical works. Interesting. What's his tie to you, though? Aside from being a blacksmith. Door controls. I'm going to open the door. Are these the only pieces that were found in the chamber? I can see the case in the amplifier, but the limiter seems to be missing. How could that be? Good question. Let's go and ask your brother. Let's ask the suspect about it. Select any evidence and ask about it. Oh, so we're supposed to do it this way first. It was perfectly fitted to Mario's brow. Even in pieces, you can see the blood artistry. Where's the limiter? It's jewel in the crown. I suppose it's shattered damnation. No? It was found in your workstation. Impossible, but the explosion, how could it be undamaged? Someone must have removed it from the cornet prior to the ceremony. But ensuring the ceremony would have ended in a bloody mess. Nothing to do with this, why would I sabotage my own work? Why indeed? So I'm just thinking about that will be grand. That's a crude way to phrase it. There is much artistry in the performance. Alright, controls. These doors to access photos show the chamber was sealed during the ceremony. Door was opened twice. Oh no, just before the ceremony started. Alright. Some to death with payments. Didn't seem like it.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times.
Second time, just before the ceremony started when you closed your eyes. Don't recall what he did or said at this time.
To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber. Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head.
Exactly did you modify? No, okay, it doesn't work like that.
We began by closing our eyes and praying together to Ain Soph. I thought I heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
Okay, so it did open.
Then I activated the consecration chamber and began the ceremony itself.
The control panel indicates otherwise. Okay. The ceremony wasn't safe. Dramatic shows the other output values were abnormally high ranges. Powerful as it could be, but I'm very of my talents. Control let me do errors. Amended his testimony, let's see. That statement is now verified for 2 reasons. Shorter time frame, describes clear events. And consistent with the records from the control panel. His eye providence glows, which allows me to enter his sanctum, a visual representation of his mind. He uses that I see what truly motivates the suspect. Okay. And that was fairly plain. He only cracked the outer layer of his sanctum this time. Still looks to examine the psychology evidence that we found. So, help me discern which is to trust. Let's quickly examine each statement in his testimony again. Some was supported by suspect psychology. Let's open the demonology. Abilities hosting for abuse now. Fear is statement that stokes the simmering rage of the host. Still drives the host mad. Oh, hang on. The host blames others for their ill fortune until apparent injustice drives them to take what is rightfully theirs. Just okay. Must find more contradictions and present them to the suspect. Now I have heard the testimony. I've got evidence I can accuse the suspect. I must establish the opportunity, means, and motive. Establish opportunity. Let's put it in a section. Yep. Estimate they move. The buyers. Suspect. You were the last person to handle the cornet. If the cornet was damaged during the events of this morning, the means, the physical evidence, the limiter, just thinking you remove the limiter. What means are you claiming that I killed her? Psychological evidence. You will deny my claim. Feeds into your pride. The mirror was mere property, a masterpiece. So it doesn't glory. How do you? I took the most care of it. Mother Miriam. There's a The accusation was unsuccessful machines. I must investigate further. Let's cancel for now and leave the suspect. Okay. Back to the other brother. Yep, hang on. Real claims he went back to his workstation. Gideon said, let's switch the testimony.
To prepare for this.
Gideon claims that Reuben opened the door of the consecration chamber. Let's go back to Reuben.
Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway. Since he was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
You're not returning your workstation after the discussion. Gideon ordered you to open the consecration chamber for your Mother Miriam. So what I told you, despite his delusions, Gideon is certainly not my master. Did open the chamber, it's true, I apologize for the omission. It's a regular part of our routine that has slipped my mind earlier. He amended his testimony. Gideon confirms it. Shorter time frame. And now I can check his face. Huh. Believer. Found faithful servant of Ain Soph, or so he thinks. He knows that cybernetics are a crucial part of what truth. Well, it's to Chico and Ain Soph, and I'm honored to be in the service.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks. They decided to perform the ceremony anyway. I opened the consecration chamber, while Gideon brought the coronet.
Just gonna let it play.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
There's a huge gap right there, my dude.
We began by closing our eyes and praying together to Ain Soph. I thought...
Since Gideon was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
Really try the door. Hey, I did it by myself. Test my patience to make me sip once more. The doorbreakers show that the consecration chamber was opened twice today. Given that Gideon was trained at this time, only you could have opened that chamber. That chamber again, but just before the ceremony had started. For my reasons, something about the chamber seemed unseemly. Given what happened to Mother Miriam, I feel vindicated in my fears. Tell me what you did in the chamber.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
Oh, I can actually check his mind again. But let's first see what he says about checking the chamber.
So I opened the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order. Everything seemed fine, so I returned to my desk again.
NB. Okay, there we go. So, if you checked it,
So I opened the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order.
you would have noticed the limiter wasn't in there. Come on, man! Are you checking to perform the thing? Correctly on Mother Miriam. Contradict. Ugh! Go.
Everything seemed fine, so I returned to my desk again.
That's when you contradict. Okay. Come on.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. I begged Gideon to stop, but he didn't listen. Then the unthinkable happened. But when Gideon activated... Everything seemed...
A lot of time.
So I opened the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order.
No, first thing about implants, how our implants actually work. Some attention's beyond me.
Everything seemed fine, so I opened the consecration chamber to
Okay.
verify that the coronet was in working order.
J'accuse. The opportunity is when you check the chamber. The means ceremony, but if you remove the limiter from the coronet without Gideon's knowledge, which coupled the high amplification caused by an oversurge, Gideon's arrogance may have endangered Mother Miriam. Mother Miriam's death was merely a means to itself. Actually, I've got to go get out the demonology book again. Manifest ambitions and strong-willed, promising them the heart's desire. Beast, no. Reverend and righteous, going them take matters into their own hands. Sathanas? Or Lotan? Strive to say this was inadequacy, the host blames others for their ill fortune. Okay. The means to an end. Humiliation of Gideon. When his fame, his glory. J'accuse!
Ain Soph sees all, Reuben. You killed Mother Miriam to frame Gideon and take him down a peg. With Gideon gone, a daemon whispered that people would finally recognize you for your genius.
I am older than Gideon. My work is better than Gideon, and more important. But no one sees my work. No one understands my work.
Confess, Reuben. Tell us what the daemon made you do.
Hey! Do I have to go through the whole thing?
Gideon was Mother Miriam's favorite. She barely knew I existed. When Gideon suggested increasing the ether output of the coronet, I had an idea.
Yep.
I would sabotage the ceremony by removing the limiter. Mother Miriam had no idea what was about to happen to her. I went back to my workstation, waiting for Gideon to close his eyes.
Like how it's changed to now, like, pretend to work. Okay.
While Gideon and Mother Miriam were praying, I reopened the chamber and removed the limiter. When Gideon started the ceremony, I placed a limiter on his table so that it would look as though his negligence led to Mother Miriam's death. When the oversearch began, I goaded Gideon on by telling him to stop the ceremony. Of course he didn't listen. And so Mother Miriam died. I killed her. I regret only that I've been discovered.
Damn. Alright. What happens if I click on your head?
Demonic corruption runs deep within Reuben's soul. Yet Reuben may still be saved.
Ooh, okay.
I must speak the daemon's true name. Then the daemon will be cast out. Ain Soph, guide me. What daemon has possessed Reuben?
It's religious. Others. Like, it's gotta be this one.
Out, Lotan! Leave this soul and return whence you came!
Ay! Got it.
Magnificently done, Madam Exorcist.
The power of Ain Soph compels you, Lotan. Leave this soul and return to the ether.
Thousands of years, and you humans never change.
Said out. Out.
Never satisfied, always comparing, wanting more.
Yada yada yada, get out.
Someone else is always richer, prettier, wiser, better. Nothing can ever fill that void within you. Not even me.
Silence, Lotan. Reuben may yet be redeemed. You are a scourge. Without your influence, a good woman would still be alive. Leave humans be, Lotan. I banish you to the ether.
As you wish, but I'll return soon enough. My prince and master Lucifer walks among you.
Oh damn.
Lucifer will open the gates of hell, and at last, humanity will remember its full potential.
I wonder if it's that other guy, the other priest.
Until then, Madam Exorcist, adieu.
Come forth, Reuben. What remains of you?
Thank.
Oof. He got 8.
He's silent and still. Poor soul. Rest, Reuben. Heal, if you can.
Sister Ada, you've returned. Was there a demon at work after all?
Sure was. Buddy.
I'm afraid so.
I only just recognized the name.
exorcism was a success. Reuben's soul has been purged. Unfortunately, the daemon was difficult to cleanse. Reuben is returned to pure innocence.
Yeah.
What? The exorcism shattered his mind? Can you bring him back?
Whoops.
It's out of my hands. If Ain Soph wills it, maybe Reuben will heal.
Guards, please escort this shell to the cryostasis cellar. I pray for his swift recovery. Abbot Gregory.
Uh-oh.
Praise be to Ain Soph, Sister Ada. You have saved us all. On behalf
trust
of
this dude.
everyone at St. Walpurgis, I express our utmost gratitude.
We are not yet safe. We must act quickly until we locate the source of the demonic influence. We don't understand yet why demons would act after 100 years. Holy Father, we must quarantine the abbey and the surrounding town immediately. Detain and interrogate anyone who seems suspicious.
We can try, Sister Ada, but it will be difficult, as we have visitors arriving hourly.
Oh,
Much
damn.
like yourself, pilgrims from afar are here to celebrate Walpurgisnacht.
Ah, damn.
It's such a shame Mother Miriam couldn't bear witness to it.
Bro, she's kinda in pieces about it.
Ah, yes. The priestess. We must destroy her body immediately. Traces of demonic influence may remain from her contact with Reuben.
No, Sister Ada, thank you for your concern, but we absolutely cannot.
Excuse me? Who's the exorcist here?
Mother Miriam was a prominent figure and well-loved, with decades of service.
Which is why she would love to be burned right now.
We must treat her body with dignity and give her a proper burial.
That's how you get zombies.
Send Mother Miriam's body to the mortuary for embalming.
Don't trust this dude.
Your Excellency, we really ought to take the advice of the exorcist.
Yep.
Mother Miriam's body has been desecrated enough, Virgil. Send her to the mortuary, now.
He's possessed.
As you command,
It's too
Your
late.
Excellency.
Holy Father, you are making a grave mistake.
Sister Ada, don't worry yourself. All will be well. Saint Walpurga's triumph over Lucifer has brought us a century of peace and bliss. It's horrifying that a demon was exorcised from our abbey, but surely it was the final remnant.
Yeah, making excuses.
The daemon within Reuben spoke of Lucifer's return. Lucifer's ways are insidious. Even the most devout among us have temptations.
Such as you, Abbott.
It's a shame Brother Reuben fell to the demon. But the rest of my flock is stronger. Faith shall be their shield. Now, please excuse me. This evening's mass requires my attention. We are honored by your presence, Sister Ada. Praise be to Ain Soph.
Even the Holy Father can be foolish then. Ain Soph. Let it not be true that Lucifer walks. But if it is, Ain Soph, guide me, that I may unmask all lies, no matter how painful.
Oh, sick. That was the first case. I think that's a good point. This will be a good point to stop here for now. Thanks again for watching, and we'll continue again soon. Bye for now.